Um, I want to pull a comment really fast on here that Lauren Taylor left. She is probably not with us anymore. But for those of you that cared, she said, I would love for my son to go to a camp like that. This was said in the beginning of our podcast. Where is this camp and
Sure.
what is it called, or what would it be called if
Yeah.
he obviously probably doesn't live in your state?
So if you're looking for help with your youth, I really recommend any teenager going through a program like this. I'll explain it a little bit further. So my company that I worked at was called Red Cliff Ascent. That's the first company I worked for. And the second company I worked for was called Star Guides. Both of these are located in southern Utah. They specifically deal with traumatic kids who've gone through trauma. So anything from, I mean, every single student had a different story. My second company was more specific with sexual abuse and sexually related traumas. So that was a more specific company. But we had kids who got bad grades in school and their parents wanted them to shape up. And then we had kids from the most, heartbreaking domestic abuse situations, anything and everything. We had kids from all over the world. So the way the program works is that the parents might drop off the kids, or they'll hire a company to pick up their kids in the middle of the night and whisk them away to southern Utah, tell them nothing, and drop them off in our little itty bitty hole in the wall office in the middle
Wow.
of the desert.
Wow. Okay.
So the reason this was necessary was because we have kids who might run away if they know where they're going. We might have kids who will self-harm if they find out their parents are sending them away. So there are services you can hire that will pick up your kids and escort them to the program. So once they get to the program, everything, all of their possessions are kept at base, and they're equipped with the same clothing, the same gear as every other student. Everything's provided by the company, and everything they own fits into their possessions. And you're actually not even given a backpack when you get there. It's a survival school, so all of your possessions fit in an 8x10 tarp, which you are taught how to wrap to turn into a backpack.
Wow. Dude, that's cool.
It's very cool.
What's the age range, or what was the age range with yours?
So the age range is 13 to 18. The first company I worked for, and I actually worked with the adults in this program, once you turn 18, you go into the adult program, legal reasons, obviously. So 18 till ... You can, even if you're a struggling adult and you're having addiction problems and you want to reset, you can go to one of these programs and they will help you as well. Very powerful program. So you're out there in the wilderness. You don't have anything. You only have what we've given you. And we teach you how to survive in the backcountry. And the objective is completing the program, which is up to you. It can take you 40 days. It can take you 200 days. You're given a phase book of 8 phases to complete. You meet with a therapist once or twice a week. Then they come out to the field and meet with you. And you have to complete your hard skills, your soft skills, and your therapy skills. So it's quite a program. It's really beautiful. I worked there for 3 years, and I think about going back every day.
Like, I know you said the name of the company, but what is that, like, genre called?
So wilderness therapy.
It's wilderness therapy. Oh, you said that in the last part.
Yeah,
okay.
So I was a wilderness therapy guide. So if you're interested, Google.
So they could Google wilderness therapy.
That's actually how I found the job. I mentioned hiking and sharing my fire with a fellow hiker, and he said Google wilderness therapy, and he said it'll get you out west, which is really cool. And the reason most of these programs are out west is because you can survive year round in the elements. It's a lot harder to facilitate these programs on the East Coast due to the climate. There are a few programs on the East Coast. You can go to North Carolina. There's a few programs there. If you're interested, I have a few people I would be more than happy to actually connect you with. Feel free to reach out to me. I have friends who still work in these programs. So it's really amazing. So yeah, I would recommend Googling wilderness therapy. My program was Red Cliff Ascent. And then if you're working with any sexual abuse, trauma children, Star Guides. If you're looking for more of an adventure-based program, those do exist as well in northern Utah. you can just Google adventure therapy, I think it's called. And there's a few programs like Evoke is really great. And then also, if you're, wanting your children, there's so many. You can do all male programs. You can do all female programs. They're out there. The program I work for, they do separate male and females in the groups. So, yeah.
Got it. Very, very cool. So where can people find you? Where are you located? What do you have going on?
Yeah, I'm pretty easy. Katie Haas Yoga. So you can find me katiehossyoga.com. Instagram, Katie Haas Yoga as well. I have a Facebook page and group, Katie Haas Yoga. You can find me on that anywhere. Feel free to look me up. And also, if you're interested in adventure, we have Everything Adventure Facebook group. It's a private group, so you'll have to, answer a few questions to get in. But it's a really awesome Facebook group, really positive people. We've had basically zero negativity. We share empowering, beautiful pictures from people all over the world doing what they love, following their passions for adventure. So feel free to check that out too.
I love that. Very cool. Any closing? Oh, I wanted to ask you, as far as